Hi guys, it's Joy with HJ Novel Thoughts, and I am back with another book tag. Today I'm going to be doing the Greatest Showman book tag. I know this movie is a few years old, but I'm still obsessed with it. I went and watched it out at my local pool, and they did it on the big screen, and it was so much fun. I'm not sure who created this originally, but I found it through Pinterest, and I will link the blog post I found it from for you. This tag is based on the soundtrack and the songs in the movie. The first one is The Greatest Show, a book as entertaining as a circus. It's entertaining as a circus. Let's see. For a book that's as entertaining as a circus, I'm going to go with The Fabulous by Don Schultz. This story it's a reality TV story, and you don't know who to trust. You don't know what's going to happen. And I loved it. And it's reality TV and a book. So what more could we love, right? How is that not entertaining? Because it is super entertaining. So yes, if you haven't read Dawn, this is where I would recommend you start. Next up, A Million Dreams, a book set in a fantastical world. And for this one, I'm going to go, not surprisingly, with Narnia. This is not the actual book, obviously. It's kind of like explains how it relates to Christianity. But yes, that is one fantastic world. Who would not want to just walk through a wardrobe and be like, oh my gosh, I'm in freaking Narnia, right? And if you haven't read it or seen the movie, just do it. It's a classic. Come Alive, a book that makes you feel outrageously happy. Promise You by Fabiola Francisco. This is not all completely happy because there's some drama and other things that go on, but otherwise this book is it just really just left me with a smile on my face, and I really, really loved it. But is it really? Yeah. Yes, it really is. So, Promise You. I told you nothing, right? Okay, so this is about a country musician, and he meets this girl who's just, no, we're just friends, I'm never going to date a musician again, blah, blah, blah. And he slowly but surely breaks down her walls and finds his way into her heart. And you're just going to melt. That's all there is to it. Just freaking melt. The Other Side, a book that changed your mind about something. Well, let me just tell you. I'm stubborn. And you're not easily going to change my mind. So, let's see. I'm going to go with The Accidental Beauty Queen, and I'm going to say it changed my mind and made me realize I do actually enjoy some women's fiction, because although there's a very tiny bit of romance in this, it's mostly women's fiction, and it's very fade to black, and I've realized I really actually love women's fiction. So how about that? Never Enough, a book that you've read more than once. Mockingjay, or actually the whole trilogy for Hunger Games. I love these. I've read it twice. I've listened to it on audio, which, by the way, if you're in Kindle Unlimited, you can read and listen for free. And I have the movies, and I've watched those multiple times. Basically, I cannot go wrong. If I ever need a good book to go to, right here. Never fails me. This Is Me, a book character that reminds you of yourself. Natalie in Best Laid Plans reminds me of myself. She is a strong single mom who, even though she meets a man, does not need that man to make her feel complete, but she raised her daughter by herself for as long as she could, as long as she did, with a little bit of assistance from her family and her friends, but for the most part, she did it all on her own, and I love that, and I feel like I do that too. So yes, Natalie with Best Laid Plans. Rewrite the Stars, a book with a forbidden romance. I know I have some of these. Let's see. Make Me Bad by R.S. Grace. It's actually from her Instagram. I don't own this one, but the girl's dad is the sheriff, and she falls for the town's bad boy, and so that is what I'm going to go with. It's a good, fun, romantic comedy, and she asks him to help her be bad because she's always good, and so she wants to do things like going skinny dipping and getting a tattoo, and it's just so cute, and her dad's like, you can't date him. I forbid you to see him. So I thought that was a really fun, easy, forbidden romance. And there's also a couple of, Brittany Cherry does one. I can't find it on my shelf, but she does one, a student-teacher romance. I thought I saw it. Anyway, Loving Mr. Daniels, or To Love Mr. Daniels. That is another great one. I haven't read it in years, but I do remember that is a forbidden student-teacher romance. I believe the girl is like 18 and her twin died, and she moved schools and she ran into him at the bar before school ever started. I believe that's the plot of it, and it's just so freaking good. Tightrope, a book with an adventurous main character. So, Grace and Fury, these girls, one is supposed to become like royalty and the other one is not, and they're shipped over to this island, and they have to figure out how to get back and save her sister. I don't really know if I'm explaining this well, but trust me, this book is intense, and the second book is out, and I actually need to buy it, so hopefully I will be getting that soon, and I can figure out where the story goes. But it is so good. It says, she balanced at a precipice, the wind blown and perilous as a real cliff. Now I'm never going to read this to you. Basically, this girl is on this prison island with all these other women, and she can't leave. And so she has to figure out how to get unimprisoned, break out of off this island, and sneak back to where the king and prince are to save her sister and her family, and it's just so good. From now on, a book with a wonderful family, related or otherwise. This, my friends, is obviously the Morgan family. That's Ball Peen Hammer, the bodyguard, Captain, Rockstar, and I feel like there's one more and I cannot think of it. But those are definitely ones you need to read. And that is it for today, and I will be tagging people in the comments. Bye!